Hey guys, how's it going? This is William Marsh for the SimRacingPaddock, and I am going to be testing out our first ever live stream of a motorcycle racing title. And you guys have been asking for this for a pretty long while, but I'll admit I suck at motorcycle racing games, but let's see if we can change that. So the title we will be testing out is Tourist Trophy Isle of Man Right on the Edge. Alright, but it's always shortened TT Isle of Man, so we will give this a try. And some first impressions, I mean, I've just only gone to the menus and adjusted maybe a couple settings, but I gotta admit, this bike and just the atmosphere, it looks good, lighting seems decent. Granted, this is like a menu cutscene, so I don't know if this is going to be representative gameplay. I'm going in kind of blind, so I don't fully know how this is going to be, but I'm excited. So I just wanted to look at control options real quick so I don't go in actually like just blind. So let's see, control options, controller. Okay, that's for sensitivity and vibration, I guess. Control settings. Okay, so front brake is left trigger, shift down, shift up. Rear brake is B, okay. So hold on. Shift up and shift down are also the face buttons. So you have two options for shifting. That's interesting. So rear brake is also the push down the right stick. That's interesting. So there are three types of controls, I guess. So there's type A, type B, and custom. So let's see. What are the differences? So shift down and shift up, A and X. Okay. And then reveer and respawn. Rear brake is B. Okay. Let's try type A controls at least first. Yeah, I don't think I can really use a wheel with the motorcycle racing title. There are just way too many controls on a motorcycle that you just can't really use with a wheel, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, so let's see how this works. So there is a tutorial that I want to at least go through. At least it might teach us the basics and how to ride, because the last motorcycle title I played, a serious motorcycle title, would have been the first ride demo. So yeah, it's been a while. Sim Racing 604, how's it going, Mike? It's good to see you in here. And I have some exciting news, which should be very eager for you guys, that should allow for some exciting videos coming up. I will share it after this tutorial, though. So change camera with left or right. So I'm not gonna spoil the surprise yet. I need to keep you guys in here a little bit. So right trigger to accelerate. For the record, I do have some very little experience riding a motorcycle in real life. I do have my motorcycle license, but I don't own a bike yet. I want to get a bike, though. Hold left trigger to brake. Or right stick down, okay. St. Ninian's Crossroads. Decent sound. I think it might be a little too quiet for you guys. Hold on a sec. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. Let's turn up the sound a little bit. There we go. Let's hear how that sounds. Let me know how it sounds for you guys. Corner markers at the top of the screen and racing line show you the route to follow, okay? At least for tutorial, let's use this. One is red, anticipate when to brake. Yep, that's the basics for... Oh, shoot! Okay, I just totally lost control there. Sound level's perfect, thanks. Very touchy controls! Whoa! Okay. Should have used some rear brake. Rear brake is B, I guess. Your riding style affects the riding aids during gameplay. This is just changed to the next level. You can change it at any time in the options. Okay. Wow, that... This is going to be interesting. I'm sorry, guys. Just whiskey grip that thing. Let's change the camera, see if that actually helps a bit, though. I like that backfire effect. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Totally ghosted. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give mad props to Jimmy Broadbent for his videos showcasing this. He made it almost look easy. Definitely not easy. I could find this being pretty fun, though. Great sensation of speed. Well done. Now you know everything you need to know to be a great rider. Yeah, was he watching the same footage? Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so now we finished the tutorial. Let's share this exciting news I was telling you about. Or hold on. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Okay, so exciting news. This Saturday, I was invited to a special invitational watch party with the guys from Forza Motorsport to basically watch the 24-hour Le Mans and also spend time with them playing Forza Motorsport 7 in some competitions. But what I was noticing is, I think from the previous stuff they sent me, is they will have the play seat N1, or it's like the high or the top of the line play seat cockpit, and also it's like the new Mad Catz racing wheel. So I should be able to do like at least impressions or a light review on all the content that I'll be testing. So I'm excited for that. Should provide for some good content of some products I haven't really been able to get my hands on yet. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting, and I'll try to make a video showcasing the event, so I'm excited for that. All right, first attempt at the Isle of Man. This shall be interesting. I have no clue what I just got myself into. So this is like a rally bike style thing? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, rally style. So one biker takes off. Good animations. You can actually see him turn the arm, and we'll see if his left foot moves. Left foot moves to shift. Hold on. Let's turn off the auto shift though, because auto shift is on right now. Or no, that's difficulty, riding style. So transmission manual. Let's make it a little more difficult on me. I will still use the racing line for the moment. Oh, one biker wrecked. So it feels like a rally style game with a bike. But now let's go cockpit style. Oh man, this is fast. Whoa! Shoot. What happens when you only use the rear brake? Let's find out. So let's go 100 kilometers an hour. It does slow down, but not much. For motorcycles, it seems like you want to use more of the front brake. At least that's what they were training me that way. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, I just topsided. The red tint really sells it. Okay. Let's go. Let's actually try to do okay. We've fallen behind. We can close in. I really like the feeling with the controller, though. You have the rumble in the triggers in the Xbox One controller. So you have that rumble to give that ABS sensation. Or like the feeling of the tires locking up. Yeah, it feels like it's tires locking up, not ABS. We're closing in on this next guy. Actually, 2 more guys. Slipstream. Make the pass over to Crest. Slick up under him. Death count, I want to say maybe like 7? 7 maybe 8. Force feedback bike rigs would be insane. So I think part of the leaning right now is automatically handled, so I don't really have to worry about that. Sounds pretty good. Oh! Rip. Death count, how many times I've wrecked. That's what we're saying. Okay, let's try to focus on this and get an idea. Well, we should try. This is a sim racing channel. We gotta try the cockpit, or at least behind the windscreen. Whoa! Too much front brake and I totally lost the weight. And they threaded the needle. You gotta watch the front brake. What's funny, each time you wreck, you have an out-of-body experience. Literally. Watch the front brake. Get to that threshold braking mark, which, if you're conservative with it on this controller, you can really get a decent feel for. So, I'd recommend, if you're playing this, play it with an Xbox One controller. It really looks optimized, or feels optimized for that. The force feedback through the triggers really gives you an idea of the threshold braking as I get whipped in the face by some leaves. Whoops. Oh, we just went off into nowhere. But yeah, you can't just mash the front brake or else the weight just shifts way too crazy. But I bet people, as they are progressing on this, they totally learn how all this works. Like, I imagine this is like the... what the... okay. But I'd imagine this is like the green hell of motorcycles, so very enthusiast attraction, or very much an enthusiast attraction for motorbike enthusiasts. We got a little close. Too close there. I just got a new achievement. Fall Guy. Must be like fall 15 times or something like that. And we're still on the first lap, too. Oh, that curb. Oh! Clipped that curb and it jumped and killed me. Okay. Seemed authentic. It's kind of weird having to use that front brake because it means I have to almost contort my hand on the controller. Whoa. I jumped and I survived. Okay. Thank you, Greek guy, for subscribing. I apologize. I don't really know that how to pronounce Greek names. Now we're going at speed. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a hang for this. I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Whoa. Okay. That seemed like an authentic low side. Let's go back to this external camera because I was honestly having a little more success with that. Don't want it to be just the watch will die show. Whoa, that impact. Interesting effect there. Now we're going through a town, I guess? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, rest in peace, fans. Let's actually try to do a little cleaner now. As I just, like, rip off his head. Human bone only has 206 bones. Yeah, and I think this guy has about half broken. Or else he's just Gumby. It was kind of funny. I grew up enjoying some motorcycle games. For example, I used to have Moto Racer on the PC. That was so much fun, and if I could get that working on my system, I'd do like a retro look video at that. Side by side. Okay. That kind of worked. Even though I'm guessing it shouldn't have. Hey, Full House. It's interesting. I have kind of mixed feelings about it. It's pretty fun, except I suck at it. As you can tell, Exhibit A. Tom, I'll check it out later. Okay, shameless plug time. If you haven't already, check the description of this stream. I have a link so you can join the Discord chat and be part of the community. So if you want to join the Discord, feel free to. Very welcoming community and always looking to have a good time. Congratulations, Dank. I definitely don't really know how to play motorcycle games to their full extent yet, so it's like... Right now I'm just trying to learn how to play this. Man, the sensation of speed, though. Oh my god! Did you just see that? And all of a sudden it just turned into Burnout Takedown. Okay. But did you just see that? Don't use the brake as much as you think. Engine brake as to not unsettle the bike. Okay. Put bike steering on OSW. I don't want to die? But yeah, it feels like this bike does have a lot of engine brake. Jonathan, I know they just released sidecar DLCs, which has sidecar motorcycles. So I know that happened. I think there's another DLC pack. I don't know fully what it is. But yeah, there is some DLC available, so they've added some to it. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Jeez, that curb just really, like, yeah. Wants to kill you. You get that curb and you're unsettled and it's like, game over, man! Game over! Yeah, 120 miles an hour through this area. Oh. Really, really gives props to those guys that actually do it in real life. And also, it's always sad to hear about people who've died at this event. I want to say there were 2 riders who actually died at this year's event. But it's something that when you get onto a bike, you have full understanding that that could be the last time. Okay, I'm guessing I should have wrecked there. Looks like we're 7th right now. Let's see if we can gain some time. But it's so weird trying to get used to the handle of a motorcycle, as I said. Because it's so weird. Think about how it is for a car. The car is like really, for a car, you have more in the way of just lateral grip. This is more rotational on top of it. So, cars and bikes have totally different handling styles. Okay, let's actually try to survive. So, 15-minute lap to start. not exactly in my shining moment. I mean, 15 minutes so far. They really do lean a lot. One thing I will mention is this game looks pretty darn stunning. I'm running it at high settings right now. It's not maxed out, but still looks pretty great. So, I think the key to this game is you have to be subtle. Subtle. Don't do like full inputs. Be very cautious in how you steer. Also how you apply throttle and brake. But man, that sound of the wind, the rumble through this controller. Oh my gosh. I know I braked way too much. And it's interesting though, because you see like the bugs hitting the windshield. So it gets dirty over the course of an event. Like we're way off time-wise. Oh gosh! That's how you die. Just fly off into that ravine to the left. I've played way too much Burnout Paradise motorcycles. This is just totally different. You have to be so deliberate but subtle in your actions. Throttle off, oversteer, and we're dead. I wonder if there's like a beginner series that you can just start. Well, considering that realistically with a motorcycle, you can't really simulate to the extent, like you don't have the handlebars or the foot shifters, I can't really call this a sim. Hey Shane, how's it going? I mean, realistically, you just can't call it a sim because the things you just don't simulate it as well. I have it set to like medium assist, so it has, I think, some lean assist. I'm running on high system settings though. But it's so tough. I'm trying to get that weight shifting momentum. I might try just the free trial. So medium difficulty. So yeah, it's custom riding style, medium, ABS, traction control, anti-wheelie, anti-stoppy, racing line, brake method. So it's split. Okay. Or no, it's on combined. Split would be front and rear. So I guess it's just using both brakes. So, I'm going to try something. I want to actually at least learn this track, so let's try with a different bike. How's the feeling feel? Pretty authentic, relatively speaking, I think. Get rid of the lean assist. Okay, I will try that. So, you're saying riding style. So you're saying get rid of the anti-wheelie and anti-stoppy, I guess. proceed, yes. So we will give that a try. And let's go solo. So we were doing quick race. Let's try time attack because I think that would be a solo car.
On the track of your choice.
So there are different tracks. Okay, I did not realize that.
On each circuit.
So I thought it was just like the Isle of Man track, which I was thinking like, huh, that would be weird. But actually there are a few tracks. That's nice. Street circuit in Wales, speed track in Northern Ireland. This is the Isle of Man, the Heusinkveld mountain course. So I guess that's the official name for it. 60.7 kilometers. That is intense. That's like 34 miles, I think. Tyrone track, Northern Ireland. So there are two circuits there, 3.12 and 7.36. Scotland. Let's try that. That could be interesting in the morning. So there's Super Sport and Super Bike. So there are the like 1000 cc's BMW Suter MMX 500. Interesting that it's only half the displacement, but it's just about 20 horsepower off. The EBR 1190 RS, Kawasaki ZX10R, Norton V4. Okay, so let's try. All right, that's Kawasaki and Honda, Triumph, Daytona, Yamaha. Let's try this. I'll go with the Honda. I like Honda as a brand. If I do buy a motorcycle, I'm considering getting like a Honda. So let's see how this goes. You feel the rumble in the trigger at high revs. Hold on. You can hear it. So lean assist. I want to try something. I have a theory for a control scheme that might work well, actually. So control settings, let's go to controller. I'm going to go custom. So throttle, right trigger, front brake, left trigger. And then I'm going to make the rear brake the left bumper. So I could hit rear brake and then front brake at the same time. Shift up, I'm going to make it B. Shift down, I'm going to keep A. Respawn is Y, that is 5. Actually, respawn, let's... oh, you can't assign the back key, okay. So, rider position, yes. I think this could be a good control scheme. I want to see how this feels. Tom, you missed like 50. Now we're on a shorter course to try to get a feel for the bike. Okay, Norman, your advice about rear brake. Not a fan. Just locked up the rear and that totally shot me into the wall there. Okay, this might be even tighter than the Isle of Man course. But that lean, though. Sheesh. Intense. So let's try something. Let's do a stoppie. Or will it let me? No, it won't, I guess. Trying a stoppie, but it's not letting me. Okay, interesting. Guess this might not have enough stopping power or something. I bet those super bikes might have super stronger brakes. But I'm liking this control scheme. I like the shifting. It's very concise. It's separate from my other controls. Don't really have to worry about anything else on the face buttons. Motion controls could be beneficial. Not sure. Oh, you can see sparks from me dragging the side. Getting a decent idea on how the bike handles. Little skiddy. Okay. That's interesting. So I'll hold down and the feet actually drag and you move. There's my biker. I like the sounds. You can tell that the Honda is slightly different than the other bike we were using. Or I think we were using a different bike. A full house. I turned off the anti-stopping earlier. Okay, let's try to make a clean lap now. Oh, that was interesting, like that cinematic thud. Like, because I beat my personal best. Interesting, Scotland, puddles on the side of the road. That seems about right. Easy on the throttle. Here, it looks very treacherous. Well, we're getting an idea on how this is working. Seems like we're doing pretty well. This control scheme is matching my style. Little too much throttle, and we're fell through my arm. Okay. Tractor on the side of the road. Or not side of the road, on the field on the side. 5 seconds cut off. If we get a clean lap, I bet we'd cut off a... Never mind. I got a little over greedy there. Let's try to start pushing a little more. There we go. But yeah, if I can get a clean lap with this, I bet I would knock off about another 3 seconds. But it's so interesting, like, using motorcycle racing games because it feels so counterintuitive. But at the same time, it's still fun. You have to fight that urge and understand, yes, the rider has to lean, and that's an important part. Oh, that was some oversteer there. So let's get a handle for this. And that crest totally killed us. Seems about right. I want one good lap in at this course, and then we will try maybe a couple races in the career mode. That could be interesting. Yeah, Tom, that sounds about right. I like this course though. Feels easier to learn. Good segments. As I just totally don't really know what happened there, but it's just like get on the throttle and it's like lean, 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 dead. So you have to be very careful riding these bikes. Okay, I give up. We'll throw ourselves off in the deep end now. Alright, Tom, you have a good night, man. You have a good night. Okay, so solo. Career.
In career mode, create your own legend race after race and take your place in history on the famous track of the Heusinkveld mountain course.
Okay. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna need it. For nickname, Dead Man Walking. No, Dead Man Riding. So every time you talk about getting faster, you crash. Is that a new type of balance of power? I guess so. So let's do the SRP colors. So that's black, red, and white. That will work. Is there American? Yes, there is. That is nice. Before you get started, you have to buy your first bike in the shop. Choose a manufacturer with left trigger or right trigger to select the bike you like the most. Blaine Graham, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. So you can go Yamaha, Triumph, Kawasaki, Honda, or BMW to start off. So we were struggling a bit with that Honda, so maybe change of pace. So I'm thinking either the Triumph or the Yamaha. So let's see. I like the look of the Yamaha slightly more, in my opinion. You're now in the home menu. You will find a summary of the useful information that can be found in other tabs. Yep. Red icon. You have new emails. So, some thoughts I have is that, in my opinion, this is something that sim racing titles should have more of. Project Cars 2 does it okay. But it's the idea you're actually a racer. It gives you incentive to race and drive. That's something that's missing from a lot of sim racing titles. For example, R-Factor 2, one of my favorite sim racing titles, you have no ability to create a custom championship. And there's no incentive to just do anything beyond one-off races or online events outside of leagues. So I wish they had something like incentivizing to encourage you to do more racing. So first race, as previously discussed, I'll be managing your schedule. Yep, and find information about first race. Good luck, Stanley Horsewhip. That's like the most fitting biker name ever. I mean, yeah. Okay, I don't know what that bah is. So we go to calendar, I guess. Shay, I think it's alright, except I suck at motorcycle game, so I might not be the best person to talk to about it, but I'm enjoying it. That's kind of what matters. So hold on. Oh, we go down here, so start event. Is Stanley Horsewhip a real person? I have no clue. But Horsewhip, that makes me think of like a motocross rider. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders in this event. Yeah, you can't really use a wheel for a motorcycle game, unfortunately. That's a reality, or else you're gonna struggle. I'm using the Xbox One controller, which I really recommend. The rumble on the triggers works right. Power glove, that would be awesome. Like, left, left, left! So let's see how this goes. Sounds very similar to that Honda bike. Hey Ethan, how's it going? Whoa, that's a jump. I modified the controls a bit to fit my own style. I use B for shift up, A for shift down. I have left trigger for front brake, left bumper for rear brake, by the way. Just want to let you know, guys. I think it's a cool control scheme. I think it works fairly well. Oh, that was close. Liking the scenery, though. And it feels like there's fog or something on the ground. Dust. Whoa! Okay, that did not work. I was on the brake over that crest, and I think just when we landed, it upset the bike, so it seemed to be pretty authentic. I think I was a little overeager on the brake. 280 kilometers an hour. Brake coming up. You get a good idea of threshold braking through this controller, which is really nice in my opinion. Because the trigger rumble feels great. It really does. They've implemented it well and gives you a good idea on what exactly is going on. Okay, that was eventful. Lift off oversteer. You got to be careful lifting off the throttle on the bikes. You can't just abruptly let go of the throttle, I guess. As mentioned, I suck at motorcycle games, but I'm wanting to learn at least. I like the effect how the rider tucks in a little more at throttle and you see the camera get closer to the windscreen. So that's first lap. Okay, I guess only lap. And we finished third somehow. 13 seconds back. So, podium on my first race? Interesting. Let's take a look at the replay for the heck of it, see how it looks. So, right bumper, fast forward. Very cinematic angle. Reminds me of some like those motorcycle racing titles. Note that I'm using high graphics. It's not maxed out by any means. Something I am noticing at some points is there is aliasing, but it seems like it's not too bad. And here's where I almost died once. Textures look to be pretty solid. I'm liking the graphics. That sensation of speed is definitely there, just seeing everything, and oh, it is a stunning sensation. The lighting is pretty good. I believe that this I believe Isle of Man might be an Unreal Engine based game. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it might be based off of Unreal Engine. But it definitely looks good. It looks like a current generation title. It could always be a little more refined, but I'm perfectly happy with how it looks. That lean though, and that's how I died. The wrecks are like, you can get a good laugh out of the wrecks though. I'll put it that way. I mean, we've seen some of the ragdoll effect. That could take a bit of immersion out of it, but this is really, it's an enjoyable game so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I'll likely try more of it outside of streams and see how I like it. And that's kind of the point. It's a game where you want to have fun, right? We're trying to have fun. And man, it looked like that turn was taken really fast. That turn made me look a whole lot better than I actually am at this game. I'll put it that way. But that sense of speed is so deceptive. You feel like you're going slow, but you're actually going really fast at times, and that's how I died again. But that wheelie and then you get it back on track. Oh. Such a fun game so far. I'm enjoying it. I definitely need to learn how to handle this more, though. That's the tricky part. Wheel broke the other day. The lead to the lead to the pedals snap. Any good cheap wheels? I'd say a used Logitech wheel, maybe. If you find the G920 on sale, or the G29 on sale, I've been hearing it for around $150, depending on where you look. The TMX is another cheap wheel that a lot of people like. I haven't tested out, so achievement unlocked. Newcomer and TT Formula 2 Cup. With good results, you will earn money, which you can use to buy new bikes. But a word of warning, maintenance and repair costs are automatically taken out of your wallet, so you have to be good to make a profit. So, finances email. Debit, $26,000 taken out. Okay. Bike purchase, $26,000, that's why. Maintenance, yeah. Sounds about right. So it's not letting me know what happened for the next event. So, calendar, let's see. More events. So we did the first race, and then let's see. Snaefell Mountain Course. Why not give this a try? So we can jump forward to that date. I guess automatically jumps forward. I didn't realize that. So I wonder, is there any way to improve the bike? So I'm not seeing anything in the way of actually like souping up the bike. So what you buy is what you get, it looks like. Garage and showroom, browse shops. Yeah, it looks like you can't modify the bikes a la ride, which might be because this is a not spec racing series, but professional racing series. They might not allow you to improve the bikes outside of regulations. So, yeah, as mentioned, I'm not too knowledgeable on this subject, but hey, it's at least something. So, oh, this is just part of the Isle of Man course. That's interesting. So, Looks like it's about maybe a third of it. So this is like a rally course. As mentioned, the animations are pretty good for this. Wheelie. So right turn coming up. Through the city. Oh my gosh! Okay, I did not see that coming. That's like when the spotters should say, caution, jump, 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 you're dead. Okay, let's try to build up a gap. Because I see that rider getting close to me. So, lift off the throttle, not too sharply. We don't want lift-off oversteer. Okay, don't touch those curbs. Those curbs are death. Solby straight. So this must be like a straightaway, I guess. As we turn a bit, okay. I hear the bike behind me, actually. Sheesh, that guy's fast. And D dead. Couldn't get slowed down enough. I don't know if this is multi-class or is that bike just so much faster. We're in second at least, okay. 14 seconds back. Dang. Alright, Thomas. Or Andrew and Thomas. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. And I clipped that a bit. Gonna make up for some lost time now. Oh my gosh! Ah, ha ha ha. So that liftoff oversteer is a killer. It really is. Hey Thomas, read the description. Remember, this is the first motorcycle game I've done in like 3 years. Yeah. Gotta love it when the trolls drop in on the streams. Alright, Andrew and Thomas, you have a great day if those are your real names. Okay, so let's try to get some discussion from real people in this actual chat. So, what are your thoughts on the E3 for 2018? Are you guys excited for seeing more content from Assetto Corsa Competizione? Or are you more excited for Forza Horizon 4? What kind of camp do you fall in? Or are you even excited for the Crew 2? Granted, I've never really driven much of the Crew myself, but I've heard that it does have a decent following behind it, so the Crew 2 could be an interesting title to take a look at as we get closer to release. Yeah, I think this year's E3 is an interesting mix. EA was always cringeworthy, and they didn't really share much. They didn't really feel like they were for the gamers. It was nice that they were first, so it was the worst for first. Nintendo, I'm excited for. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that should be exciting. And then Elder Scrolls 6, I'm stoked for that. I beat Skyrim once, and then I want to try it again soon. And then, yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. What do I think about the R Factor 2 GTE pack announced? I'm excited for it. Or it's the Le Mans pack, so it's not just GTE, it also includes an LMP2 and LMP3 car. So it's gonna have 5 cars? Yeah, 3 GTE, 1 LMP2, 1 LMP3 car. And I am really excited for that. I think it's going to be a great pack. I would really love it if it was released alongside the new Sebring. But I don't really see that happening because with the way it's going, I don't think it's close enough to be released. So, thinking of how that is, I think that we are likely going to just have a car pack. But I would just love it also if someday Le Mans comes to R Factor 2, like a laser scan version. But I know that those licenses get very expensive. I was talking with, or who was I talking? I was talking with Marcel Offermans, and he was telling me that for, or actually it was Tim Wheatley at first. He told me that for the Nürburgring Nordschleife, it costs approximately $30,000 to license that track. So it costs about $30,000 to license Le Mans, and that's not even taking into account or not Le Mans. It costs $30,000 to license the Nürburgring Nordschleife. And I was talking with Marcel, and I said, yeah, I heard before that it costs $30,000 to license the Nürburgring. Is it similar to Le Mans? And Marcel basically said, oh man, if Le Mans was $30,000 or only 30,000 license, I would have licensed it yesterday. And that, I think, takes into account how much it actually costs to put those licenses in some of the games. I have not tried sidecars yet. I need to actually load those on. I don't think I have those installed. I might install that real quick. Hold on a sec. So if we look down, there should be the store page. So DLC, Sidecar Thrill. We should try that because Sidecar is interesting. But yeah, I'm really excited for the addition of the GTE pack. And it's going to be a good, or hold on a sec. It's going to just be a good thing to add to the sim. An actual series. That's the kind of thing they need. Sidecars enabled. We don't need no stinking tutorial now. Let's do time attack. Sidecar. So you can do 2-player sidecar racing. That's interesting. Cooper and Laurent. Let's try that. I like the black, white, and red. Can I play while speaking? Yes, I can. But I can't play well while speaking. I'll put it that way. Let's see how this goes. Very interesting bike. Oh, it didn't save my custom controls. Hold on a sec. I really like those custom controls. Okay, so... Oh, it's totally different brakes now. Okay. I'll try it with this control scheme, though. I'm going to switch to the third-person angle. Try to get an idea on how this is. So, I've never really watched sidecar racing in real life, so I don't really know much about it. So it looks like it's sort of the co-driver's tucked in there and will lean for upcoming corners. That's interesting. Whoa! Okay. So that's... Huh. Pro Hunter, this is TT Isle of Man. Okay, so that's an interesting glitch there. Phase through and you see the water on the bottom. It's interesting seeing how the co-driver leans for some corners. I don't fully understand it. This is very challenging, though. Very challenging. And then there's that bar in the middle. I guess that's where the weight balance is shifting or something. That shows where the co-driver's leaning. Okay. Ricky Simpson, thank you for subscribing. So you see that arrow pointing and then it's straight forward. That means like arrow or something, maybe? Aerodynamics? That would be my guess. So my guess is like the arrows pointing to the right. That means my co-rider is leaning to the right, which means it's easier to turn right. The weight is shifted more that way. So you got to be careful to not upset it too much. That would be my guess. Crowdfunding for Le Mans for R Factor 2. I wish. But it's like, yeah, people could buy and support, I bet. We can always see how it goes, but who knows? They keep on saying, we have more tracks licensed. All I know is Sebring is the next big name track coming, and will we see more? I really hope we do. But I think R Factor 2 would be... Alright, yeah, there's Zonvort and Sebring currently in development. Zonvort is currently available. Sebring's in development. I would love to see more European tracks. I think that's honestly something that R Factor 2 is missing. Go figure. Every other sim has too many European tracks and not enough American. And I think R Factor 2 almost has too many American. Like Atlanta Motorsports Park, NOLA Motorsports Park, Lime Rock Park, Sebring. Sebring's one of my favorite racetracks, but still, there's so many American tracks. And it's just, it comes down to what tracks are going to bring people into R Factor 2. And they're doing a basically equivalent of a WEC pack. They're doing a WEC pack. They have some of the best, or hold on. Okay, it just resets the car. You can't really reverse. R Factor 2 admittedly has some of the best interface and the best system for endurance racing, so they need to flesh that out more. We need some tracks that host endurance races, like Sebring, which we're getting. So Sebring, Spa, official Nürburgring, official Le Mans. That could really get R Factor 2 into a position where they can market themselves in a really solid way. Because basically, what good is having all the best system for endurance racing when at the same time, you are missing out on a lot of what people are wanting. Okay, let's go. We're doing a little better now. Slightly. Learning how to ride. So you can't make too sharp turns like that. That's what I'm learning. Like, so it's tricky always with a controller, because controller, you have what, maybe like 75 degrees of rotation to work with. I don't think you even have like a full 90 degrees on an analog stick, and you're simulating like a full range of motion in a sim. So I bet you could turn down the dampening of the steering in this, and that could work. But you have to be very subtle, very not that. So I'm steering all the way, and all of a sudden it's boom, you're dead. Hey, this is always an interesting thing. A lot of people, they are good at motorcycle games. I admit I'm not good at it. But hey, is that stopping me from having fun? No! I'm having a blast, even though I'm dying like every 3 or 4 corners. I'm enjoying it. It's a fun game. And isn't that really what matters when it's all said and done? If you're enjoying the game, if you're enjoying the competition, if you're enjoying the struggle. Because consider, I suck now, but if I spend more time getting into it, if I spend more time getting into this game, learning the controls, learning the dynamics of the vehicle and everything, then you can have a really good time. And that extends to bikes, sidecars, car racing, anything. And that's the beauty of this hobby. That's the beauty of sim racing. We start off, admittedly, most of us start off just totally sucking. And then we improve and we learn how to drive better. We learn how to handle cars or bikes or anything we are looking at. And that's what really makes it so much fun. And that's the thing. So that's why it gets a little frustrating when Thomas and Andrew drop in and say, like, this dude sucks. I never said I'm good at this game. I never made any claim whatsoever that I'm good at this game. And that's the thing. I'm not some jaded guy, Austin, who's good at, like, different racing games that's so good I have a feel that I need to lord it over everyone else and try to make myself feel superior over everybody. I think that realistically, one of the nice parts of this is that I'm just like you guys, I think, is that I am a fellow racing fan that happens to just play racing games. And sure, there is that element of like where I do need to improve at stuff, admittedly. So Ethan, you do raise a good point, and that's why I have really improved in my driving in most parts on sim racing titles. However, I made it clear from the beginning of this stream, I am not good at motorcycle titles. I'm gonna look to improve, but I am not good at motorcycle racing titles. So come into the stream, read the description, and you'll be fully aware I'm not good at a motorcycle title. So keep that in mind. But bottom line is that, like, what's more enjoyable? A guy that is just good at every sim, but just like calls everyone who isn't great at sims an idiot? Or is it just like, realistically, just want to enjoy the game? So, yeah, rant over. But yeah, so initial impressions on this TT Isle of Man game. It's difficult. It's difficult, but it's fun. It has a few good elements. I like the graphics, and I like that it is a challenge. I like that. I need to get better at it before putting out anything resembling a review, so I'll likely spend more time into it, learn the dynamics of this game, but early impressions are positive. It's staying at a solid 60 frames per second even though I'm streaming. I felt no frame drops or anything on this system. Has a great sense of speed. It really does. So smooth 60 frames per second, great sensation of speed. Works great with the Xbox One controller. You get a good idea of threshold braking and everything. So I think bottom line, this works great. This I am enjoying. So yeah, I think this is a good motorcycle racing title. So yeah, those are my main thoughts on this, and I'll likely set up another stream with a more conventional sim racing title shortly. But yeah, so that's my main thoughts on this. So yeah, I'll spend more time on this and improve on it, and then I'll try to put a decent review or impressions video together. And thanks, Single Racer. That was a lot of fun recording that with Davey Jones and Mike from SimRacing604, who was in the stream earlier, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, it's nice being able to just chat with members of the community. I'm looking at doing similar projects in the near future, though, where maybe like have a few guests on the show, talk about sim racing and things like different topics in the world of sim racing. So for now, I'm gonna call this off. So I enjoy this. I need to get better. That is a given, but it is a lot of fun. I'll put it that way. So guys, thanks for watching. Maybe like in a half hour or so at the top of the hour, I'll do another stream. I need to get some water though, because it is still about 85 degrees in the garage. I do have the fan blowing on me, but it's still freaking warm. So guys, for now, I am gonna set up for the next stream, but for the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great day.